Okay, hello everybody. There seems to be a little bit of confusion about Dropboxes versus discussions versus worksheets and so forth. So I'm going to take a moment and walk you through this, and you'll need to do this to submit your work in the correct place. Okay. Let's go over the content. I'm going to click content here. Here I am in defining families in theory. Please be very careful. You can't just write something and then email it to me. This is not a Dropbox assignment unless we make prior arrangement. Okay, so this is a discussion, not something you put not something you work up as a document and submit to me. You click on a discussion form there. Okay, so what you have to do when you submit this is you start a thread, okay? And then I'm going to write, I'll write something here. Okay. I'm just putting this here. You'll see this will pop up. And notice down here below, okay? I have, other people have submitted work, okay? So what you have to do, then I have to go down and as a student, you need to respond to 2 of these other discussions. Okay? So that is how you successfully complete a discussion, right? Let's go back up here now and look at some other sorts of assignments. And you'll probably get something down here that says something like, let's see here. I'm going to view as a student, right? And it will go content, and hopefully it will remember. Okay, if you see something that's overdue, just please go ahead and complete it. I'm not going to penalize you if the work is a couple of 1 or 2 days late, but you really need to do it. Okay, so. For example, this quiz is here. So you have a quiz. That's the other thing you're going to have to do, right? You click on a quiz. You take the quiz. The quiz will quiz you on the details, right? Okay. Start the quiz. And I'll go through the, I want secondary. That's going to be adult socialization. And there's 10 questions, right, for each quiz. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to get back out of here and I'll get an F on this quiz, but back here to my Sinclair. The only time that we're going to be using Dropbox for the instructions is this. Okay. There are papers that we submit. I don't think we have a Dropbox assignment. Let's look through these. There's a discussion forum and a quiz in week 2. Week 3. Okay, here's a Dropbox, okay? And we don't get to a Dropbox assignment until week 3, okay? In week 3, notice, you have 3 assignments, a Dropbox, and then a couple of discussions, okay? You have 4, actually, quiz, a Dropbox, and 2 discussions that have to do with the material and with submitting your paper. Okay? So please don't confuse Dropbox assignments with discussions. In a discussion, you have to have an initial post, and then you have to respond to 2 of your classmates in the discussion. You have to read their posts, in other words. It's a discussion. So hopefully that will clear up any concerns. Please resubmit any work that you might have. A couple of people emailed me work. Unless we make a prior arrangement, I cannot take email assignments, and I'm not going to be too tough on you, in this first week. But in the future, please don't email me documents unless you and I have a discussion. Speaking of discussions and so forth, I'm also going to ask you, as I post this video, and this will go out as an announcement and as an email, so you'll have the opportunity to access it in both places. Would you be interested in just a time when we could meet up, as a group over a Zoom meeting? Okay. If that's not you, don't worry about it. We can continue on with the online class. But sometimes your question, may be one that a lot of other people have. And if we could set a time, I'm thinking evening, later, maybe a Thursday night or something like that. We don't have a scheduled one. This is completely informal and off the books. If you think this is a good idea, respond in an email to me and tell me when your times are that are available, and I'm going to try to get us a time. Otherwise, I'll be having virtual office hours. I think I'm going to try to have those on Sunday evening. Okay. So moving forward, I'm looking forward. I'll be grading your work for Module 1 and moving into Module 2. And I hope I'm doing a little bit of a race against time. We do have some correctives, and I'll provide you the reading correctives also in this attached announcement / email. A lot of the dates in the book, I need to see whether they've been corrected or not. If not, I'm making other arrangements. Okay, so have a great week 2. And again, if you have any late work, let's do it correctly, and just submit it late. It should not be a problem. I'm up here in student view, and I'm able to go down here and look, for example, like here's week 1, right? If I go down here and I go click on this, I can still start a new thread. So you do your initial post and respond to 2 of your classmates. Okay? And I'll be responding to you. I'm going to be a little more on schedule as we move forward. I know that there's a lot here to take in. There's a lot of material we're covering, a lot of different modalities for submitting the material. But let's all work together, and I think we're going to do just fine. Thanks, and have a great week.